Mario Kart World has admittedly had a bit of a rough start, and while I have a lot of words I could say about the gameplay, graphics, the support from Nintendo, the community, that's not what I'm here for. What I am here for is something that, despite the mess that this game has been seen as, everyone can agree is uncontested as one of the best things going for this game. And that is the music. Like, seriously, look at a playlist on YouTube. Over 300 tracks in every playlist. It's incredible how much there is to this. The variety is so wide and vast, like I am 100% convinced this is secretly a Mario 40th anniversary music album that was hidden behind a Mario Kart game. So, I decided to go on a journey and rank every single unique song in the game. Yeah. What I mean by it is that I have ranked the main theme, the menu theme, every course theme, and every remix song that can be found during the intermissions and free roam. I'm not including the intro stingers for intermission transitions, final lap variants, and smaller jingles like the cup intros and result themes. We don't need any of that. Combining all of this together, the grand total of music tracks that I am ranking today is 263. Oh god. What have I gotten myself into? Now, I'm not just gonna sit here and rank every song individually. We'd be here all night because of just how much I want to say and how much there even is. So what I've decided to do is talk about things in a bit more of a condensed manner. Before I even wrote the script, I listened to the entire OST and I made this tier list. Don't bother trying to pause the video and dissect this. I'm gonna make it easier for you, I promise. I have not organized these except for the absolute top. C, B, and A tiers are all bundled together, with exceptions being marked in the plus tiers. These will include songs that either stand out or have something special that I just really want to take a little time to highlight. Also, please remember, this is a subjective list and not at all what could be considered a definitive ranking. Please don't yell at me at the comments for not being a huge fan of the new Cheeseland and Puzzle Plank Galaxy remixes. You can like them more than I do, though hopefully a lot of these will agree on. Like, no, I'm dead serious. These are an S tier. Trust me, you'll see what I get there. Okay, that's enough setup. Let's go ahead and start from the bottom of the chain. Welcome to C tier, or as I affectionately call it, the fleeting fade. These are the tracks that I would give listens to and then almost immediately forget about them after moving on. Like, no offense to the composers or the game in general or anything like that. It's still good music, but it's just not super rememberable for me. Since I feel like that for most of these, I'm just going to list them all on screen here for you. Again, I don't intend to spend a lot of time here. This is just the bottom of the barrel of the soundtrack for me. And again, for the record, I don't see this as the bad tier. C's get you degrees. C's got me my degree. These tracks are still really good. It just isn't my cup of tea, is all. Though, there is one track that is worth mentioning, and that is Salty Salty Speedway. I find it very disappointing that one of the few actual track locations with some of the best theming in the game has such a forgettable music track. Seriously, I know it's meant to be Venice vibes, judging by how close the city is to joining Atlantis in the bottom of the sea, but I just don't see the vision. And I don't really know why. All I can really think of when I hear this track is a Professor Layton game, and even then, it's way too upbeat for a game like that. Honestly, I have my suspicions that this was a scrapped tour track that they just chose to recycle into an original location, but I could make a whole other video on that, so I'm not going to do that here. Now we're moving on to B tier. Here for the check. Yep, you heard me right. It's an entire tier dedicated to the songs that I think are solely here just for a 9 to 5 to fill out the roster of music. Nothing remarkable, but nothing to sleaze at either. It's just kind of how it is. Here's a bunch of the normal B tiers on screen here, again, just because I don't have time to talk about every track, because this would be a 5-hour video, and I'm trying to get better at a consistent uploading schedule. I promise I'm saying this is not a cry for help, I promise. The nostalgia feels hit pretty hard with this one. It's alright till the second half hits. That's where this track really stands out in my opinion. Getting a little annoying that we've had this as a track for 3 generations straight, but at least they make the music better every time. The actual track version of this one is such a stark contrast to the bossa nova vibes of this night variant that it was worth shouting out for that alone. Heavy surfer energy. Like, seriously, you can play this over any footage of surfing at the beach and it'll fit in perfectly. Just like I'm doing. See? Tell me it doesn't fit. I dare you. I appreciate the variety, but I prefer 8's version. I'm just impressed that they turned a 10-second xylophone loop into an actually impressive song. Like, seriously, listen. This is now the 3rd official iteration of Ribbon Road, but every single version has a different music style. Can we make up our minds already? The clog vibes are way higher in this version, but I'm a little bit biased to the techiness of the original, so I can't really put it any higher. Slowing down the tempo, probably an interesting choice, but where's the elevator ding? Cafe Jazz was probably the best choice to make this a remix out of. Seriously, I can smell the cinnamon coffee from patrons in the cafe when I listen to this. And that's why it's low, because I'm not a very big fan of cinnamon in my coffee. Key changes are always nice, but in turn that makes it a bit hard to remember exactly what song you're listening to. A track that is so laid back and relaxed, I have no idea why it's even labeled the day track. Wait, what's the night one sound like? Oh, that's why. Yeah, this is a good spot then. It's a great remix, but I cannot in good conscience put it any higher than B+, because they got rid of the Shy Guys! There's a labor crisis in the Mushroom Kingdom now! By far one of the most surprising tone changes from the original. Like, listen. It's like I jumped into a Christmas special that decided to hire lo-fi artists for the soundtrack. Very iconic theme, and frankly, probably the version Koji Kondo would enjoy the most. What kind of water are we even in here? Is this like a floating big band in the middle of the Pacific? Pretty classic jazz remix. I just had no idea the main theme was called the Birabuto Kingdom. I just wanted to include that. I'm sorry, I just can't help but compare this one to the Smash remix. I just like that one better. Legitimately impressed by this one to the point where I could actually see it being lobby music at Super Nintendo World. Like, seriously, why aren't we doing that yet? Now, my theories about this being the Mario Anniversary album sneakily snuck into a Mario Kart game are kind of backed up by the fact that we've got spin-off series making appearances in the soundtrack. Like Yoshi's Story! Though, much like Shy Guy Falls, I can't put Yoshi's Tale higher than this because they took out the chanting Yoshis. Although, I mean, that's probably a good thing. Normally, I enjoy the high-octane boss music, but I still hold a grudge against this song for how much I've heard it over the past 10 years trying to beat this goddamn series. I have no nostalgia for Mario Galaxy 2, but even I cannot deny the beauty of the Starship Mario remix. Still has that lava feel despite the tone change. I like it. Yet another instance of it not being able to go higher because they got rid of the buzz. It's just not the same. The day variant is also in B tier, and it's, you know, it's pretty generic. It's alright, but something about this melody just fits pretty well in slow jazz, so I had to make note of the night version. I'll admit, I'm just surprised Super Mario Maker even got representation on this soundtrack. I'll take it. As you can see, B tier is pretty small because there is a lot of music in this tier that is really good, and you'll probably notice that considering we've only covered 85 tracks. I'm not even halfway? This video is going to be longer than I thought. Okay, time to move on to A tier. Wood. And no, I'm not treating that like a Smasher Pass. Come on, people. I just mean that these songs are ones that I would gladly listen to if they came up on my music playlist. Like, they just pop up, and I'm like, oh, hell yeah. I like this soundtrack a lot. And the size of A tier right here should be good proof that there's a lot of good music in here. I am going to move on to the A+ in a second, but I'm going to note, while the song isn't anything special, how the hell did Flipnote Studio sneak into this?
That's a tax evasion.
It's very rare that a beginning circuit has a track that doesn't slap. This is no exception. Mario Bros. Circuit joins the ever-growing list of beginning tracks that have genuinely good songs. Worth playing the 3-lap variant of Crown City just to hear the banger this track has. This was one of the tracks that just got me to fall in love with Mario music variety to begin with. Hearing a full big band variant with all the classy instruments is just so satisfying. We have been hearing remixes of Royal Raceway and Wario Stadium for literal decades, so I honestly appreciate that they went out of their way to actually make it sound like a dirt rally track. which therefore makes this the best variant of this music track ever. Holy crap. Whoever decided Dry Bones deserved the Mexican mariachi original music, they deserve a raise. Like, give that man a pat on the back. Honestly, this gets brownie points just for being the first unique remix of this song that Mario Kart has ever made. I know there's been other remixes, but they all had the country theme. This one's now rock-based. It's good, it's good, it's what I'm trying to say. Finally! An actual remix of Mario Circuit instead of the garbled, warpy version we've been using since the original. It's slowed down a bit, but it still holds the majesty of the original's intended feel. Gotta give it credit. Along with frappe just being a fun word to say, this is just plain fun. This is such a great remix, to the point where I'm surprised they didn't choose this one to make a new desert track out of instead of Desert Hills. Is this the first official remix of GBA Rainbow Road? Like, ever? I mean, it does suck they didn't include the opening, but it is still fantastic to finally hear a new version. Now, Boston Building's remix is certainly quite the banger. Honestly, I mistook it for a Bowser's Castle variant at times, which makes sense. Bowser would have a villa in Massachusetts. Everyone already knows this track is goated, and it's really hard to mess it up, but you will know this is the day variant. Oh boy. We're gonna get to the night one later. Yet another first remix for the series, but it also seems to call back to Mario Kart Wii's options menu music, which is also the GOAT. A tad bit slowed down, but Daisy never lets me down with any of her music. It makes sense, she's dating the GOAT. Holy crap, I was not expecting Chain Chomp Wheel to get a Arena remix. It's not my favorite Arena from Wii. I mean, no one can beat the Funky, but it's just still really good. This is probably my least battle theme from the original Wii. This remix really brings it up another notch. Like, just give it a listen. While I do love the techno-y OG, I cannot deny that actually hearing the music from a big band is what Music Park was always intended to be, and I blame the 3DS for limiting their ability to do so. Hey, after getting bait and switched
in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe,
we got an actual remix for DK Jungle. Extremely upbeat and jazzy for a night track, though it's really hard to take the funk out of this track. An extremely rare instance of me liking both a day and a night variant of a track equally. And of course, it's the one Mario Kart 8 track that I forget about the most. Oh man, this remix does a lot right. Like, play this in the new Final Destinations movie and maybe I'll actually give it a star. The literal perfect melody for lo-fi, and this composer knew it. Like, listen. They unelectrified the Electrodome? And it still sounds good? What sorcery is this? From Japanese to upbeat jazz. Talk about a glow up, or a glow down if you prefer Japanese style, I guess. I don't know, I'm just gonna put it here. An example of a song with a unique element that's remixed right. They kept the vocal chords that made this track so popular in the first place, and it's still unique and fun. Now, I want you to close your eyes and imagine a universe where any song could take any slot in the world to get a remix. And if you happen to be one of the 6 people on the planet who chose the main theme to Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, and I'm happy to tell you that you will be very pleasantly surprised. There's been staff credits mentioned in the other tier so far, but the remixes for Wii and 7's credits are just by far my favorites. Like, the nostalgia hit so hard when I heard them, I just had to stop and listen to them in their entirety. But we don't have time to do that here. Genuinely surprised that they would even try to remix this song in this style. A remix that finally triumphs a Smash version for me? Say it ain't so. The most modern version of this song has been trapped in a frickin' Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games for upwards of a decade. So, thank you for something new for once, Nintendo. Is this game considered a Mario game or a Yoshi game? I hear this debate a lot, and frankly, this is probably the perfect track to have that debate to. Listen. It's kind of hard to mess up the iconic Super Mario 64 theme, so both the big band and the Latin guitar versions get a mention because I just like them both. They're really good. The saxophones, they make me want to start a rave, like, good lord! Believe it or not, but here we now see the rare instance of Nintendo acknowledging Super Mario Sunshine. And I mean rare, like, come on, it's not even on the GameCube emulator for Switch 2 yet. It's been months! Anyway, Rico Harbor slaps. If they kept the choir, like, orchestra choir, this probably would have been edged into S, but they didn't. Still a good remix though. Still one of the best credit themes ever produced by a Nintendo series ever. You can fight me on this. I will defend it even in the grave. Oh look, a free upgrade to the Skip the Tutorial channel theme. When every single remix of this song ever made keeps the same tempo and theme, that's how you know you've made something really good. It's honestly just nice to see that even Captain Toad gets his moment in the sun, you know? Though I'm a little sad that it's based off the 3D World version and not, you know, his own game. I will admit, I was not expecting this one to turn into Thwomp Ruin's cousin track, but the fact that they kept a lot of the original instruments too still makes this way better than I was expecting. I'm a bit surprised that Lake Lamode is turning into the first Odyssey track that I'm spotlighting, but I swear, the original must have been designed for Odyssey while the composer was listening to lo-fi. I'm like 100% convinced. It just fits too well in the style. If they didn't include the opening jingle for this one, you would have no clue that this was Bowser's Castle from Odyssey. You can't even make a mashup track. They're just too intensely different.
Maybe next time you'll learn not to underestimate me, puny human.
Wait, you're from a different dimension. How the hell did you get in my room? Alright, now we're talking. We have made it to S tier on repeat. From this point onward, I'm talking about every remaining song that I have not ranked yet, because if it landed in S or higher, it needs to be here for a good reason. This is the best of the best. It's either just personal favorite remixes, tracks that threw me for a genuine loop, or tracks that just have so much effort put into them that you just can't help but respect it. Whew, I got a lot to talk about. Okay, let's go. Every time they make a Rosalina-centered track, the music has always slapped. I've never once disliked a Rosalina bass track. So we did discuss the night version earlier, but that was the night version. This is the actual course theme. Close enough. Welcome back, Electrodome. It's certainly no Ninja Hideaway, but I'm definitely a sucker for the fast-paced ninja-style music. The normal outside version of Boost Cinema isn't super impressive, but when you jump in the movie screen, just glorious. Those saxophones. There are very few Bowser-themed tracks that totally suck, and while I don't consider this one my absolute favorite Bowser's Castle theme, that synth segment in the middle gives me life. Definitely the best credits mashup the series has seen yet, like by far. This was glorious. It's like they got the band that played the MK8 main theme and then said, okay, now do it again, but for the original game. So naturally it's equally amazing. Okay, level with me. How the hell did they turn the most boring, uninteresting music track in Mario Kart history into breakcore D&B and actually make it a banger? Like, I think out of 90% of these remixes, this is by far the one with the biggest glow-up. The bass line on this one is like 80% of why this track is so high. Not only is it just refreshing to have a new version after the Mario Kart 8 one for the past 10 years, but this is 90s core in the best way possible. I love it. Okay. I need you to listen first. I promise you will understand. I can say with 100% utmost confidence that an EDM remix of Baby Park was not on the music releases for the next 10 years bingo card. And I especially couldn't predict that it would ever come from Nintendo. sounds like a version that the Koopa Band from, like, the movie would play, honestly. I'm all for it. It is a road, it's called a rainbow road. I just got hit by a shell. I'm sorry, that was a very stupid bit. Shout out Tom Fox. Hey, it's like the new Shroom Rage, which is surprising, because Shroom Rage also got a remix. But it's just... This just feels like it would fit in on Shroom Ridge now. I don't know. The first time I think this track has also been remixed officially, and they kept the whistling. Oh, I swear. This better get nominated and win Best Score at the Game Awards this year, or I'm genuinely gonna throw something into a wall. It's a tiny bit slower, but for once, I actually think slowing it actually worked in the remix's favor. This is really good. Every time Grumble Volcano comes back, they improve the music by like 100%, so it's no surprise that this is the best remix we've got. A bit sad is no longer fully rock for the Rock Mountain, but there's definitely still soul in these caverns. Plus, this track, it's just so good. I yearn for the climb every time I
As a child, I yearned for the
God damn! The original still slaps, but going full techno route was exactly what this song needed. Genuinely one of the best tracks the music team has ever produced for this series. So, of course, you can't slouch on the first official remix. It's such a stark contrast to the original version, but it's also very anime-coded, so I can't really complain. Never did I ever think the Battle Stadium from 8 Deluxe would get a remix, but hey, I'm all here for it. My second favorite city-themed track somehow one-upping itself 2 generations in a row? Hell yeah! The only mobile course we may never see in a console Mario Kart. But hey, at least the music slaps. The drummer. The drummer, bro. Who gave this man permission to cook? Go ahead and give this one a listen. Anyone else kind of feel like this would fit in with a Sly Cooper game, or is that just me? Kinda hard to disrespect one of the most iconic tracks in Mario history. Okay, I lied earlier. This is something the Koopa Band from the movie would play. Come on, you could build a whole set list for him out of this playlist. There ain't really a reason for this one, honestly. That guitar solo makes me ascend. Oh, yes! An actual remix that isn't the overly poppy version from Odyssey anymore. Okay, breaking the tier list immersion for a second, we need to talk. What is with all of the sudden love for Mario Paint, of all things? First sneaking not one, but 2 Mario Paint remixes into the OST, and actually making them good, but then releasing Mario Paint on SNES Online with mouse controls? What's going on? Are we gonna get a remaster? No. But they wouldn't. Would they? If you didn't notice already, what I am about to tell you will blow your mind. This is the first official remix of Dire Dire Docks ever. Yeah, you're going and checking, aren't you? I bet you are. No, I'm being serious. Almost 30 years. One of the tracks that makes Super Mario 64's OST so iconic and loved around the world, and not a single official remix until now. And yet, this one was worth the wait. It's just incredible. It's so good. Anyway, moving on to more Mario 64, the Bowser music was kind of just meant for big bands and modern guitars, so, I mean, these fit here, to be perfectly honest. Okay, I didn't do as much research as this one compared to Dire Dire Docks, but I'm pretty sure this is another one that hasn't been remixed in a while. And this one just kind of feels like the perfect modernized remix. No quips, no comparisons, it's just good. Hey, another spin-off snuck its way in. How much property does Luigi even have in Boston? I kind of forgot about this one when I said Rico Harbor slapped and was the best Sunshine rep in the OST. That's my bad. Ah! Wait. What are you doing here? Why are you in your biker outfit? hell did WarioWare sneak into this damn OST? I mean, I'm not complaining, but just how? Back to back Galaxy bangers. Gusty Garden is Gusty Garden. Boy Bass turned into an Act 2 Sonic song. Bowser Jr. Never Lets Me Down. And Purple Comet. Oh. Boy, howdy, am I glad Flavor Rave has given me a better appreciation of Southern American style music before I did this list. A rare instance of a new Super Mario Bros. Song not actually needing the buzz to be so good. This song went from a sleazy nightclub to a tech corp giant. I was expecting this to be a lot more lo-fi-ish, but no, it's just a good, clean Steam Gardens remix. Love it. When you've actually got me humming the lyrics alongside that heavenly guitar, that's how you know Break Free will always be an iconic song. Never forget the Odyssey soundtrack, people. That stuff is still good. We've made it. It all comes down to this. We have reached the final tier. 20 tracks remain, and every track here is going to have a snippet played. So be prepared. These are tracks that I think truly deserve a greater spotlight. Without further ado, allow me to present my top 20 Mario Kart World music tracks. Every track that has entered the final tier. Absolute cinema. Normally, I'm not the biggest fan of the OG Bowser Castle theme from Super Mario Kart, but there's just something so good about giving it that high-octane tech bad guy fear vibe. It really made it a glow-up for me. I love this one. After 10 freaking years, a new arrangement of the best title theme in series history. No downgrades, only improvements on what made Mario Kart 8's first impressions so freaking good. When this first came on, I think I legit just stopped so I could listen to it in full. If there is one game out of the entire Mario series that I'm nostalgic for, it's Galaxy 1. This track is always going to hold a special place in my heart, and I'm so glad it was given a spotlight here. With all these other spin-off series sneaking in, it's no surprise the King of the Jungle made room for his most iconic track in the set. And I mean, it makes sense with all the DK love that's been going around this year. Like, seriously, where's this coming from? I mean, it's what he deserves, but still, it kind of feels left field. Never in my life would I have expected them to take a Space Junk remix in this direction. And for once, I actually really enjoy this style. Yeah, a rare moment where Megadude actually branches out his music tastes. Man, I struggle to be funny. Did they, like, hire Family Jewels for this one? Like, seriously, those guitar riffs feel like his style in the best way possible. I am a tad disappointed that they didn't stay in the techno style for Wii Rainbow Road, but hey, trading synth for an anime opening? 200% down for it. Great stuff. Another track that holds a special place in my heart. No matter how many times I hear it, I just can't help but stop and groove. They can never make me hate you, Toad Circuit. We're gonna groove right now. Ninja Hideaway. Fell in love with this track the moment it came out for the Booster Course Pass, and the first actual remix does nothing but just spike it even further into the pits of Mario Kart infamy. Like, seriously, if you don't jam to this, like, you should be charged for a crime or something. Somehow, losing a chunk of that techie, like, scratchy feel from the 3DS version actually lended to helping it fit better for the redesign. But, come on, no matter what, they just can't make me hate this one. It's too good! They kept the garbled rapping. What? You think I need any other reason to rank this in the top 10?
It's my song, losers! Listen and weep!
Bowser, will you get out of here? I gotta finish the list! Every single time this song comes back in any capacity, I stop and I headbang through the entire thing. We don't have time to do that, but I fully expect a good chunk of people agree with me. I am fully aware that normal Waluigi Pinball, and hell, probably even the Day version remix in this game, will go down as some of the best tracks in series history. But I think I found a new favorite. Never in my frickin' life did I think Waluigi Pinball, of all tracks, would work well in slow jazz. But hey, just like the Purple Menace himself, I guess this song is truly full of surprises. I actually learned this track was in the game before I heard the music. I was really scared they were going to go too crazy with the genre change, but I am so glad they didn't. By far the best Bowser Castle theme in the series, and it isn't even close. I'm sorry. Dude, they went so hard on this track for no freaking reason. Like, seriously, every time it just... Okay, you know what? It's getting a bit harder to make unique instances of, oh, this song is freaking amazing. So, how about you just listen? From a literal jungle mess to Jurassic Park, and an actual new remix after using the exact same style for like 20 years. This just went from B tier to a top 10 of like all time. There's just something special about this music track that hooked me from the very first time I heard the original. And I am so so happy that the remix continues to do it justice. By far the best tour track and one of the best music tracks the series has ever produced. Hey look, the original is catchy. It's a small jingle, is meant to just get your vibes high and excited for the adventure to come, but then you make it this? If I don't hear at least one channel start using this as their new outro music, I will be extremely disappointed. What a song, dude. It's like the new Mount Wario. It's a diegetic track that evolves the further along the track you go. And not only is that fun for someone like me, but just listen. They turned the original theme that started this entire franchise, a 5-note jingle, into a 4-minute masterpiece of modern music. It's truly cinema. I mean, I have no words that can fully explain the majesty of this track. From the glorious epicness of the beginning, the calmness of the ocean segment, the techie epicness of the spaceport, and then the key change as you head back down to Earth. Big band all coming back together to celebrate not just your victory, but this road and the entire series. It's just epic. It's almost enough to make a grown man cry. But I don't cry, so.
Get back in there, Tia.
And there we have it. My top 20 songs in the entire OST and an official. Wait, what? Wait. What's that? Oh no. Oh god. Oh no. Wait. No. Please. No. Wait. We don't have enough time. I can't resist this. Like, no amount of nostalgia hate can keep you from at least moving a toe to this absolute slapping banger. It was incredible 10 years ago, and it's incredible today. Waiting the few extra years after the Booster Course Pass ended to get this track back the right way was absolutely Nintendo's best call for this game and probably this series. Toad's Factory will always remain my favorite track in series history, and don't you forget it. Whew, that was a lot, but we're done now. Every track done. Remember, this is an opinionated list, so if you disagree, well, too bad. I'd like to see you sit for 5 hours and type out an entire script dedicated to sharing all my thoughts like I did while listening to upwards of 11 hours of music. Anyway, tune in next time for when I rank, actually, I don't know what I should rank. I mean, I could do Smash Bros. Remixes. No. That'd be even worse than how this one went. 500 likes and I'll do it. See you next time.